Our first transaction with Toby and Raine&Horne was we bought an investment property in Manly. Since then we've used Toby and Raine&Horne for buying properties, a number of them. We've bought our home from them and we've sold, and we've also rented a lot of properties out with them, and the service we've had has been nothing short of amazing.
The main reason we were using Toby this time to sell our property, the reason is that he sold us our current apartment, and we were so impressed we thought, well, there's no one else to use to sell our apartment this time, but to use Toby again.
He educated us not only in what the property was worth, and I think it was an honest view of what we could get, but also helped us through the process. We had never sold a property in Australia before, and we certainly hadn't been to auction before, so that was a bit of a scary process for us. So we sat with Toby and he spoke us through that, and was very responsive to what we were trying to do. So the campaign he followed every day, every week, he kept us up to date, how many people had been there, what the latest interest was, what he thought effect that would have on the price and the whole process and the timing. So we were always kept in the loop and we knew exactly what was going on.
Toby's communication has always been exceptional, and that's one of the reasons that we've used him this time, because when he sold us our property initially, his follow-up was great. And having been in sales myself for 40 years, follow-up is the most important thing, and he did exactly that.
I can call at any time, whether it's a rental property issue, whether it's getting a new tenant, whether it's finding out about the market, just generally, even if there's not a buying opportunity. Toby and the team have just been amazing with giving us the information that we look for in a way that we look for it as well.
Toby's advice on us selling the property was very constructive in terms of telling us what we should and shouldn't do. He suggested we'd replace the kitchen bench tops, the kitchen flooring. Again, that was the only expense involved. He was happy with everything else, so we did exactly what he suggested, and we think that made a big difference on achieving the price for the apartment.
Can I ask you, Jackie, what would you be really excited with? What's a price that you'd be really happy with?
Well, we're already really happy with $670. Be really excited by $690.
I got the impression and the feeling that Toby and the team were selling our house. They weren't just following a process. So if it required an open house at any particular time because somebody wanted to view it, they did that. So if that was on a Sunday, they did it. It wasn't like, oh, we are trying to sell a house, so we'll only do certain things. They were selling the house for us, so it was personalised professional service.
A Sunday opening that Toby suggested we thought was very unusual for this area because we know no one opens on Sundays, but we thought it was a great idea. And obviously what happened was we realised was that people who were coming through the week and on Saturday could then come back on Sunday more at their leisure. So Sunday opening we can see is just fantastic.
The final price that we got for you was $703,000.
Oh my God! $703.
$703,000.
Holy moly! That's nuts.
It's a good price, isn't it?
I would recommend Toby and the team to friends, and it's not I would, I have. I continually do that. I haven't even, I think the service that I've got has resulted in me not even going to look elsewhere. There is no need. So whether it's a rental and it's looking for a new tenant, whether it's getting a place checked out, whether it's getting an inventory done, Marlene or Toby are there, we can speak to them, we can ask them a question, we can ask them to do something. We honestly believe that we've got the best tenant or we've got the best deal, and the deal being whether we're selling or buying.
I take it you guys are pretty happy with the result?
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's a fantastic result.
Absolutely.
We were impressed with the way the whole campaign went, and again with his constructive advice all the way through. So we can only recommend Toby highly.
I never thought I'd say this about a real estate agent, is I actually always enjoy popping into the office here and seeing you guys, catching up with the team. And it's not just about property, the team here and have become good friends of ours, and it's a pleasure.
I think if we knew anyone around Manly in the area who was selling a property, there'd be only one person we'd recommend, and that'd be Toby and Steph at Raine&Horne.
Consider it done, $703,000 unconditional, and congratulations.